Okay. Pushed the buttons. Started the live. Getting ready to bounce some shiny balls around the room. Well, around the playfield. Good morning and welcome to the first in, first viewers. This is Aaron and the grown-up adjacent live stream where we play pinball and talk shit. No, just kidding. We have perspectives is the new word of the day. Perspectives and opinions and fun playing pinball. Good morning, Shadowtronics. Shadowtronics first in the chat today. It's a great day. Tell us about it, Shadow. Is today a particularly great day for you? Should hope so. Shout out buttons. I should do that. There's always something in the morning. Trying to get the stream to do what it's supposed to do. Yeah, I will in just a minute. I'm trying to get my dashboard up. Frustrating. It's the one day I did not open my creator dashboard before I started the stream. Of course, it's like logged me out. And now, anyways, well, we're here. We're here and we're going to have fun. Yeah, let's check this situation out. It's good.
motherfucker.
Just trying to open my dashboard for Twitch. Like, it logged me out. I think the AWS issue that happened is much worse than they're letting us. Okay, whatever the... Alright. So it appears that Twitch, like, redid their dashboard and had to, like, I guess, log everyone out for some reason just to make life harder. Unnecessary. Which sucks because lost a minute of valuable pinball playing time. Nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that. And everything's like a different size. Fuck. Okay, well, good morning, everyone. Shadowtronics, Johnny Button, Robot Adjacent, and also Dustin Echoes. Welcome back. Awesome. Getting your watch streak back up. Awesome. Okay, well, it is that day of the week. It is insert day of the week here. And happy to be back on live stream this morning. Had a great couple streams yesterday. We broke and diagnosed. Galactic Tank Force, and it's not fixed yet, but now we're going to play the game of testing out the product support at American Pinball. So I went to work to start the process and I forgot the serial number, which is a required element to get product support from a manufacturer. So there we go. I learned that. I didn't pick up the phone and phone American Pinball. I wanted to just use their process and see how it works. So to test today's version of their product support, I got the business card of like the product support people, but I wanted to not use that method. I wanted to demonstrate what it's like to, you know, have a problem and call them. So anyways, an interesting fact of the morning, but welcome and thank you to the viewers who come back and watch the live stream often or daily. And yeah, special thanks to you for coming and participating in the chat. Yesterday in both live streams, the chat was on fire. It was crazy. It was a lot of fun. And yeah, just wanted to say thank you for that long session. Funhouse might be on later today. I just need to probably move over my HDMI splitter from Galactic Tank Force. I don't want to buy another one. I'll buying all these parts. But anyways, yes, Funhouse is due to get on stream. It is right here beside me. And it's goofy. I played a couple games on it. A lot of you have experienced Funhouse Original or the Funhouse we have I pushed the button a bunch of times. There we go. Thank you to the new grown-up Pink Ninja Man. Pink Ninja Man, that's a cool username. It has like Pink Pony Club vibes, which is a word and song sung often in my house, having an 11-year-old. In fact, on John Wick Pinball, we renamed the Red Circle Club to the Pink Pony Club. So, but yeah, welcome in, Pink Ninja Man. Happy to have you. Awesome. Awesome. Nice to have, some fellow streamers and community participants. Yeah. Yes, Johnny Button, the chat. Yeah, chat yesterday was, great. I had a lot of fun. So hopefully we have some of that today, but, we ebb and flow around here, ups and downs. One of the topics, too, and I think it's something I want to run with, is the encouraging of everyone's perspectives. And I won't overuse that word or say it too enunciatingly into the microphone up close, but I like to hear and understand and learn all of the pinball people's opinions and the why behind the what. That is a thing I try to teach my daughter, that there's always why behind the what. Are you especially angry that something certain happened with a pinball game? Are you especially excited? So for the viewers who are here often or are new here, always feel welcome to get in the chat, say your piece, let me know, and let's talk about it. Because when I play pinball, this is primarily a live stream channel, but the secondary thing is having a entertaining, active chat. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about what makes you happy or sad in pinball. Yeah, like one thing being, one thing I observe in the pinball creation community is it seems like it's more popular to have a wild negative opinion about something. And then it makes like the everyday person, like those of you in the chat or watching, it makes the everyday person almost afraid to have a positive opinion. But I think it's good that we normalize all types of opinions, positive and shitty or upsetting or angry, and then talk about why. Like, so for example, Star Wars pinball, I really like it. I think it does everything I need it to do. I didn't buy it because it was my last game I'm going to buy. But some people are like, oh, taking a dump on that game. But are they just taking a dump on that game because other people say it? How many have actually played it? So anyways, come here for that healthy chat. Let's talk about it. Shoot, your Twitch is being angry. I'm showing no dropped frames or warnings on my end. Maybe try turning it off and on again. Is anyone else having stuttering Twitch or anything like that? Is Twitch twitching for you? So Dustin, you're going to Houston Expo in November. I've been talking to the Button Biscuity family. They have a hyphenated last name. A lot of you don't know that, Button Biscuity. Or is it Biscuity Button? I don't remember. But anyways, I've been talking to them and seeing maybe they want to do another meetup. But yeah, I would be open to doing another show. The Houston Expo in November, possibly. I had, to be honest, the time of my life at Expo. I did. So anyways. Playing some pinball today, actually. I know some of you came in to actually watch pinball and have fun and learn, but and earlier in the chat, I think someone asked, how's my head cold lung butter I had as a free parting gift from Pinball Expo? nearly all colors of the rainbow have come out of my lungs. But the good news is it wasn't COVID. I took one of those tests I had sitting around from that time of our life, and no fever or chills, or when you like can't open the Tylenol, like you can't open the package, you're so sick. It never got like that. It was just this fucking annoying, like lost voice and like drywall paste that was, multicolored. But anyways, here to also play some pinball.
The year is 1933. Here's famed archaeologist Anne Darrow, and by her side, the rugged and
delicious, yeah.
Jack Driscoll.
That's edging on too much information, I know, but
other than acclaimed filmmaker Carl Denham. He's ready to film the
so yeah, Dustin echoes.
Ever seen.
I would like to go to pinball at the beach. It just doesn't. It's like a time that won't work. My wife is traveling, and my daughter doesn't want to go with just me. So, anyways, I'll ask her again today. But yeah, everyone, let me know in the chat if you're ever planning on going to these shows. That it was a lot of fun. And anyways, we're back playing King Kong today. A lot of you have probably played this on location. I really like this one. For me, I almost never look up at the screen. It's all about shots and layout. King Kong moving his arm is cool, but for me, it's shots and layout all day.
Super skill shot. Spell King Kong to battle T-Rex.
Looking back at yesterday's game, reflecting, I don't bounce pass enough in this game. So there's not a lot of mode timers in this game. So it's one you can definitely kind of control the pace, which is hard for me. I don't play like that. I meant to start a mode and then the spider, but we can do this too. Happy Thursday, Skullbox also. And the biplane shot's not playing like that today. Ooh, sneak in. Okay. Good thing about sneak in, you can pause and breathe, and then you get another chance at a skill shot. So. had to increase my font size on my thing a little bit. On my thing. Just had to make it a bit bigger. So again, once you're at sneak in, you can see you can go for another skill shot. So that's a good thing. Gives you a chance to breathe. Look what's lit on the playfield. Another thing too, the little X stand-up post is flashing orange for double scoring again. So oh, anti-skill shot.
I don't like the looks of this place.
Shiznit. That was a sloppy jalopy. Rattle, rattle. It was not bad ball, thanks.
Shoot the lit cipher!
We need to decode the cipher.
Start putting the balls in the train. The other thing too that's funny, when I look back at my gameplay, I don't lock enough balls up in the train. Like I should do that more. Just send them in there, get them ready.
That did it.
Shoot the treasure target.
It's another shot I don't utilize enough. Backhanding the drop targets, that can be a real fun shot too. Not fast enough on the log diverter. Oh, that's the third ball up there. Okay, so as you guys know, first thing you got to do is get the drop targets down to activate your bonus, and then try to get the multiple levels of bonus. Let's do it, Bally. Don't drain. My bonuses are now lit. Jackpots, I mean, sorry. Not the greatest multi-ball at all, but...
Why do these monsters always hate trains?
Good morning, Busted Chops. Back playing with the monkeys pinball today. Welcome again, good morning also to Skullbox, Busted Chops, Johnny Button, Ms. Biscuity, Dustin, Echoes, Henri, Shadowtronics, anyone else who is in there this morning. But nice to have you, and viewers on other platforms too. Thank you for viewing and watching. If you're wanting to watch widescreen versions of this, it's on Twitch and YouTube as well. So, Ivanti, I didn't finish fixing Galactic Tank Force yet. I couldn't find the exact fuse, so I have it coming from Amazon. I know it's so funny to order a fuse from Amazon or a pack of fuses, but I'm also not convinced that's going to fix it. I have a feeling something is causing it to fix it, so I'm going to be putting my headlamp on. Maybe I'll put my headlamp on and do a live, and we can work on it together, because there's so many smarter than me pinball players out there, or pinball people, because you guys might not know what to look for, but I'm just going to be checking connections, checking coils aren't binding, looking for burnt stuff. The good thing about a glass fuse is you can tell it was burnt. That was an easy one for me to locate. But in my intuition says it's going to be difficult to trace what actually caused that fuse to blow. Fuses don't just blow. It means something was loose, touching something in motion. So, anyways, I think it will be a fun one to figure out.
This is great. Look more terrified, guys.
Oh, I'm across the chasm.
Spiders, you go first.
Oh,
That's a fine banana. William screaming there.
ay, Baba Yaga. I was thinking more, Busted Chops yesterday was talking about this game being, you know, a first to purchase. If I had one game that had so many rewarding shots, this would be it. This has a lot of rewarding shots, like being able to feed the loop, the orbit, the loop, the biplane,
That's a wrap.
managing the log diverter, the river here, getting the ball in the cave, hitting the gong properly, loading up the physical ball lock or virtual with the pro. This is one that, like, the shots are achievable. So, like, if you just came downstairs or into wherever you play pinball or whatever and played one machine every day and got really good at it, King Kong's not a bad one to choose. Has a lot of variety. I just wish it did more for, you know, the music and the lighting. Like, couldn't they? I wish it had expression lighting on the inside. I mean, God, they didn't even release the art blades yet. I saw an Italian company at Expo. They had these light up art blades for King Kong. Those seem kind of cool, but I don't know, Cat BZ. Good morning and welcome to the chat. Also, I haven't checked my badges a lot lately. I've been kind of been in catch-up mode, but yeah, Johnny Button, those light up art blades. The only thing that worried me is were they too thick that they would get caught or scratched? Because they weren't paper thin. But Papa Guy, also welcome into the chat. Nice to have you. Nice to see you. All the things. Just played a quick game. I was just kind of reflecting yesterday. Busta Chops was talking about maybe pulling the trigger on this game in, I think, a pro model. And the cool thing about this game is the shots you can really start to link together. Like, I don't want to say they're easy, but you can really start to link them together. Like, if I can do it, you can do it. Whereas some other games that I do love don't link together like that. CatBZ says, I think this game is comparable to Avengers IQ in that regard. Both have shot difficulty and satisfaction of comboing those shots. Yeah, I mean, this one has like 4 combos that are just like so satisfying. And the spinners are well positioned, and how they use those shots too, like in the creative modes, like Cross the Chasm, where you send it across and then you just rip the spinner and then send it across, and you hear that do 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 do, and the biplane shot when you're, I don't know, this one. And again, like talking yesterday a little bit about what themes do for you. King Kong and Godzilla, I was never like, oh, I have to see it in theaters. I don't miss that it doesn't have modern video assets. Whereas other games like John Wick and Jaws, like, I love that they have such good movie assets and the music. But anyways, just a talking moment. Well, King Kong's notoriously overheated flipper's cool. And thank you. I was just looking back at how fun yesterday's chat was on this channel. A lot of action in the Twitch. It's not just the Twitch chat. I overlay YouTube and Facebook chat also are in there too. But CatBZ loves the cartoony vibes of this one. Yeah, makes sense. I mentioned to you guys before in stream when I went to play in a house tournament at this collector, Trevor had one of the Elviras and a Congo, and they were kind of beside each other. And I'm like, oh my God, like Elvira and Congo. I don't remember which version of Elvira, I apologize, but Elvira and Congo's graphics, it's like you told AI to combine them, and that's the graphics. The playfield coloring, the graphic style, they're twins, like exact twins. But especially the coloring looked like an absolute child of, in a good way. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I was just like, oh my goodness, that looks like exactly the same. Like the color, it might have been House of Horrors, yeah, but like the color, how they used the purples and yellows and pinks and stuff looked, and then the Congo vibes, like I think it was probably like an homage to those ones. But also, folks, you may have noticed I started to stream a little bit earlier today because I got to duck away a little earlier today, but
just look at Mr. Denham's harrowing footage of Miss Darrow and our heroes' adventures on Terror Island. King Kong Myth of Terror Island. Brought to you by sternpinball.
Yeah, and to be completely honest, like I haven't watched either of the, or many of the recent King Kong movies. But pinball machines can have that effect on you where they might make you like the pinball machine might make you like that movie franchise. So shout out to new follower Shalart. I believe I said that properly, but thank you for the new follow. Just getting over this like chest cold, but here back today playing King Kong premium version of pinball. Trying to open with a skill shot, actually do some bounce passing, trying to start some modes while I have a multi-ball prepared, then start the multi-ball.
battle, T-Rex. Lost Temple is lit.
Oh man, that ball was determined to drain. I honestly feel like the ball is haunted sometimes. Like when it's just like, no, I'm coming for you, drain. I'm coming for you. Let's go.
Super skill shot.
Oof. So Cat BZ says, remember to aim at the gong from the fully ripe bunch of bananas, kind of near the L. I'll try that. It's funny, I was thinking about that when I was not doing it.
You
But
should leave the flying dinosaurs to me. I'm the one who knows how to handle a real rescue.
ah,
Oh, what an arm! Brooklyn can use another pitcher. Banana combo. My sword.
okay, timer stopped. I like how it gives you 4 seconds before it actually stops the timer. That's annoying. Shit, flipper crotch. Busted chops? I don't know. That's a good question. Is this Stern shirt a nod to the Marshall logo? Does it look a bit like the Marshall Amps logo?
Careful, don't move. Kong letter collected. I.
Can ignore that 40 bricks in a row.
Super skill shot. Oh, I guess you actually have talent. Kong letter collected.
Couple of sad rejects at the gong today. Oof. Yeah, Cat BZ, that sneak in was absolutely intentional too. Oh man. All right. Well,
Well, at least my name will be in the front page of every paper tomorrow.
I think I was playing a little twitchy. Gotta pause. Slow it down. Silver Iron, welcome to the show today. I remember early on when I got this game, I'm like, the gong never shoots it right back down the middle. That was like a turning point, and now the gong only shoots it right back down the middle. The gong in this game is one of those things that, if you look at it under the playfield, it's quite a complicated mech. When I first thought, I'm like, what, they just hang a piece of plastic on a hinge? But it has it's like a multi-stage switch, and it makes me a little worried that it's one that could come out of calibration somewhat. But yeah, I do get the odds straight down the middle from it. So yeah, thank you to the new followers the last couple of days. We're at 405 followers. So my follower goal is 500. So we'll hopefully get that today. Well, maybe not today.
Let's take a thrilling look back into yesterday at none
RB Wing says they like the look of the premium gong, but you prefer the ease of shooting into the pro gong. You could not be more correct in that statement. I'll just wait for this to finish.
King Kong, the spectacle we are about to behold tonight. King Kong, Myth of Terror Island, brought to you by Sternpinball. Grab your decoder ring, kids. It's time for Gary Stern's secret message.
Buy a topper.
Buy your topper today.
Yeah, so just talking briefly about the gong. In the premium, it's almost like a disproportionately higher risk, lower reward. That's the only difference that I kind of think is a little bit too much in between the pro and premium. And the other things that are missing in the pro are there's no train. It's all virtual. What goes on, like the train doesn't dump. It's a virtual situation. The other thing about the moving Kong, it does nothing for me. But the things that do feel so familiar in the pro are the biplane shot, the drop targets, the log diverter, the cave shot, the river. Those things all feel the same. The orbits, the ramps, they all feel the same. It's just that gong, the train, and the spider acts quite a bit different because its feet, legs don't get in the way. Talked to me about that yesterday, but Cat BZ says the biplane shot, the biplane ramp is the best shot in the game. Hasn't found a copy where they don't love shooting it. Me too. One day I played this game on stream and then I went to Industry Arcade and played it. The shots felt identical, especially the biplane shot. And I looked at I think they had the game set like the exact same pitch as my game, so everything felt the same. So. Center pin a bit more. Oh, come on. In-N-Out burger. It's like the tried to come up with an appropriate joke or thing to say, but I couldn't. Ball 313 million. If I wasn't on stream, I'll be honest, I would just quit this game. Sometimes it's like the big, wide open center shot I can't hit. It's like, what? Am I twitching too much? RB wings, so the action button, it raises the log bridge near the mini flipper over here. So it is quite an advantage to like master the timing of that log diverter, they call it. Because you can use it to trap up with the mini flipper. You can use it to stage the ball for that. I forget the ramp there. The different ramps, but also you can use it to kind of catch and stage the ball to start to pick off the drop targets. So. I should have used it there to demonstrate. Glad for this ball to be over. Yeah, Skullbox, no kidding. Dungeons and Dragons, the thing of I have a widely I publicly speak about how I have a love-hate relationship for Dungeons and Dragons. So I hope that when I give it time and come back after a week or two that I start to love it again, but timing the action button in that game can be quite a skill too. For me, I have a camera mounted right in front of my action button. So a lot of the time when I swing my hand to slap it, I hit the camera. So I use it less and it's noticeable on stream. Like there'll be opportunities to use it and I'll like and it's too late. But yeah, even on the new Star Wars, I don't time it as well because I have this camera there. But good morning and welcome in, Documagineer. Documagineer, hailing from the sunny state of California. How's your weather there today, Doc? And also Skullbox, what I do quite often, I'll hit the shield button in Dungeons and Dragons and it'll launch the ball into the glass and kind of scare the shit out of me. That's good advice too. CatBZ says the first thing they research in every machine is what the button does and how to use it. when I turned on, that sounds not too bad. Documengineer, that's nice. 25 Celsius in Canadian terms, but 77 and sunny. Sounds like a go outside kind of day there. But I try to think of in regards to ABBA pinball. I always said when I, had that game here, that if you were into ABBA, that game would be great in your basement or your games room. I try to think of like, if it were, some sort of 90s hip hop or grunge band that has been not had a machine made, would I have loved it? And I think I would have. Let's say it was like someone that had really good music and it was like Nirvana or Pearl Jam. I definitely would have kept that game. The shots under those conditions, if it was all about Pearl Jam or Nirvana or Wu-Tang, that game was fine. I would have loved it for those reasons, but it had two hard shots that could have been my skill level, let's be honest. But yeah, not exactly high energy game though, right? Some of those video assets from ABBA could have worked though. Scenes, and I'm happy that it's rotated out and I was able to, work with nitropinball and have two more of their boutique titles. Not all of the distributors give the boutiques a chance. And it's just recently that, some of the boutiques, and I talk about boutiques because, that's what they are. Some of the boutiques are breaking out right now. We're seeing that at Expo. And, the last year, Spooky and Barrels of Fun are like rising quickly. And so some of the smaller boutiques, maybe they've been kind of dormant. Maybe they're due for a hit. Maybe those companies like, Pedretti, Chicago Gaming's also a boutique, but they put out some bangers. I think that those type of companies have enough information at their fingertips to go to some investors or venture capitalists, get some license, and just run with it. They should know from paying attention what the players want. So my prediction for the next year is we're going to see more launches from smaller companies. And I think they're doing the right thing, partnering with capable content creators, realizing they, know how to do things.
The fierce and formidable Anne Darrow. And aboard her trusty
Looking
vessel,
forward to more
Wanderer,
teasers from
Darrow
Spooky.
embarks on the adventure of a lifetime. Her destination, the shadowy and mysterious Terror Island, hidden deep within the uncharted waters of the South Pacific. The island has a reputation.
There's a new sound effect that was put in one of the recent code updates. If you skip the cutscene, it does like an electrocution sound at the end. I'm not sure why. It's new though, but. Well, Silver Iron, you should do what I did and get on the list, a waiting list.
Shoot the lit target!
first ball. Ay-ya-ya. Just reading the chat. Silver Iron. Johnny Button. No, in lane. So yeah, one thing I'd like to talk about is maybe after this game, in between, since this is having an abysmal game here, but The Walking Dead. Where does that fit into all of your plans?
Spell King Kong to battle T-Rex. Shoot the lit cipher. This must unlock the treasure vault. All one, lock. All two, lock. Look out! Ball three, lock.
Multi-volley.
Kong, multi-ball. Keep the top target for light damage. Double scoring.
Okay. Arg. Just trying to get the jackpot.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ah, I missed it. I happen to know there's about a 1 second grace period on that timer. But
Stegosaurus encounter. Use the gas bomb. Time extended.
that was interesting.
Take cover.
I'm gonna scroll back in the chat and read as soon as I can. Lots of hot takes on The Walking Dead going. So excited to read. Oh, I barely touched it.
Double scoring. Hurry, hurry. Get the extra ball.
Shoot the biplane ramp. 3, 2, 1.
Time's up.
Bitch. So, I just scrolled up in the chat a little bit ago. I asked about the Walking Dead remake coming out. The Walking Dead remastered.
We should have left him on the island.
Let's talk about it. Let's hear your perspectives. Talking about the Walking Dead remaster. Silveran says they have no personal reason to own one. Papa de Guy says they'll play it on location. Don't think it's gonna sell for shit when it's announced. Cat BZ, honestly, a remaster of The Walking Dead could sell me on that game like Metallica's remaster did. Silveran says, contrary, I think a remake with art will sell out. Cat BZ thinks it'll sell but not great. The original does well on location, Silveran says. Yep. Metallica Remaster, Papa de Guy says, is great. I think Metallica Remastered is substantially better than the original. I like the original, but I love Metallica Remastered, truly. I don't like that song I'm playing very much, but RB Wing says, just not a big fan of the IP anymore. True. I mean, Walking Dead also, it was huge, but I don't think it's huge anymore. Skullbox is surprised to hear Walking Dead in the rumor mill. I didn't know it was that popular enough to still even consider as an option. Yeah, good point. Busted Shop says they heard that the Walking Dead is a bit of a tournament staple. Welcome back, Dustin Echoes. Also, I'm trying to catch up in the chat, but it's rolling quickly. Cat BZ says they've seen Star Wars basically everywhere, but I also hear from lots of people it hasn't sold well. I'm always curious. So, what do they use to gauge that a game hasn't sold well? Is it because there's LEs still in stock after a time period? Because I think that's a data point, but I'm curious. And what's well for Stern, right? Johnny Button notices I did something to my shoulder. Or no, is that... Chat's moving faster than I can keep up. I should have just paused during the game. Oh, Dustin hurt his shoulder. Yeah, so Silver Ion mentions kind of like what I said about data points in regards to stuff selling. So I have a couple distributors who I sneak questions in, and sometimes they do give up information, sometimes they can't. But one piece of information I was told is that there's an an announcement coming from Stern in a couple weeks. Some of you may have heard that same information. Maybe that's going to be that announcement. But yeah, Busted Chops is kind of hit on something. It says, hasn't sold well, sounds like a bit of bullshit to them. It kind of sometimes, whenever I hear that, you know, something's not selling well, I always like to think, okay, but how do you know that? Especially when things are launched and they're already selling popular titles, so they would be motivated to focus on making those titles that are already selling. Like, I'm always curious about that. I think the key is to start to get more insider information. I'm going to start building my network of insiders, try to sneak some information. So I've got the hot takes on this channel. Yeah, so Winchester, I'm really curious about what was it specifically that Winchester, what made it sell? It's obviously a interesting layout. Was it all FOMO though? I think it was. So are we going to see that? The downside to FOMO is it's like if you buy a diamond and it doesn't shine. So what about the people if they get that game home and they're like, fuck, I'm never doing this again? That's the risk of FOMO. It's kind of that won't be fooled again kind of ideology. Like, it's a risky play, you know. I'll tell a story too, and I won't out the people that I talked to about this. 2 people at Expo talked to me about Evil Dead, and both of them were like, almost like they didn't want to say, but they fucking hate Evil Dead. I was like, do people secretly think that and like they don't want to talk about it? I had the conversation. I'm at mid to talk like the younger kids. I'm at mid on Evil Dead. I think it's cool, but one of them was basically saying like, yeah, it looks good from a distance. It plays okay, but I would never want to own it. I'm like, a lot of people, I think with FOMO, it almost like creates an idol, and you're like, well, don't want to say anything about that idol, right? But I think that where they with Evil Dead, what they did right was the call-outs, the video asset, but then also the shots and layout. They kind of actually pulled off the whole package, but FOMO only works twice if the first thing delivered. And I sure hope it does for Barrels of Fun. I played that game. It's gorgeous and sounds good, even though it's at like 0.25 code. But I believe it will, Carl, right? FOMO and Carl, you are right. And, you know, we talked a little bit about Jeff from Dirty Pool yesterday. Lightning in a bottle. Some people can raise the tide of a company as well. We talked about raising the industry as a whole, but just reading Dustin Echoes. Winchester FOMO for me, Dustin says. Carl, video of machine, playfield play, audio, faith, and Dirty Pool, quality of Dune, passion and customer service of Barrels, 6, scarcity and ability to flip if I hate. It's so funny, Dustin. I could not have said it better myself, and you put it in bullet points. That's what I also believe. I even told my wife and daughter, I'm like, you know what? I took a bit of a gamble on this one. I had an opportunity. I found one that was still available at a distributor. I did the right thing, and I asked nitropinball. They first sold all of their allotments, but then I asked the guy from the East Coast, and I worked a deal, worked some magic, and I bought one out of my buying territory. But also, I played some early Dune that had code gaps, let's just say, and sound gaps at the Seattle Pinball Museum. It was like, okay. I played it at Expo. It's come so far. Like, it's a totally different game, and that's exciting to me. So that was one of the reasons why I took the gamble with Winchester. And again, if I play it for 100 games and I just don't like it, flip it. So, yeah, Dustin, I kind of kept it close. I did get one. I needed to make sure they received my deposit before I, announced that. But Winchester's theme is kind of campy too. Yeah, it is. That is cool about it. One thing I'm going to do maybe for one of the next streams, I really enjoy this part of the stream where the chat gets heavily involved. I want to I'm going to create a scene in my browser or in my streaming software where in between games, we're going to have like a full-on chatting moment where the chat is primary, where the viewers are the boss, because I think that is an interesting part of the stream. So I'm going to be doing, like right now, the big part of the stream, you can see a playfield just sitting here. But when we do start to have a really good chat like this, where it's just flowing, I'll switch scenes. So I'll create a scene for that. But So talking about Papa the Guy and Johnny Button, they talked about another reason to consider buying a machine that is a little more boutique or a little more rare or is just upon release if it isn't near you. So before I bought Metallica Remastered, I drove 4 hours to play it, to test it, because there wasn't one nearby. And even where I live just outside of Vancouver, BC, and I play a lot of pinball in Washington on location, but Vancouver isn't a massive market for location play. There is maybe 10 or 12 spots in the city, outlet, but it's nothing like where you find a 50-game arcade. So for me, that is one of the reasons why I put some machines in my basement. One of the reasons is I had an empty room. That was part of it. And so Silver Ion, so I went to, I want to say it was I can't remember the name now. It was either on Government Street or I don't know. It was, it was the little bar that sold pizza in Seattle. And they have a Metallica Remastered. I drove there just to play it, and I did that before I bought it because it was, it's a big purchase. So I haven't been to next level yet, but I will for sure. But yeah, if games are not available nearby, make the drive, test it, or put it on that credit card and buy it. I wish that more dealers offered like in-house financing or trade-in program. They don't all do that. Some of them do, but some of them I heard also, they give you very, very little for your trade-in. I know of 2 or 3 that do it, but I think more dealers should do that. Yeah, you know what's funny, Papa the Guy? Because live streaming is such a huge part of my life now, I hate that it's so hard to stream music pins because there's so many copyright warnings or I don't know. I'm dealing with it, but it's frustrating. If you're just joining the stream, welcome to the chat. Thank you to the new followers, viewers, subscribers, all those things on all the social media. Today we're pausing to talk a little bit about FOMO. The Walking Dead was the subject starter, but are people going to have FOMO for Walking Dead? That is the question. Is Walking Dead interesting enough to you? Is it going to be Walking Dead? What about this Ghostbusters teaser today? I'm with you on that. Papa the Guy has FOMO of not having a Stranger Things with the UV kit. Yeah. I don't know. So Cat BZ, someone said there was a post or a share of a Ghostbusters picture. But thank you so much for the new follower, Mr. Enchantment. Welcome to the stream. If you're just strolling in here, we do this twice a day. Mostly I play pinball, but I've been having a lot of fun just having long form conversation with the chat. It's been quite entertaining and interesting lately. So, but yeah, The Walking Dead, is that what they're going to announce? Is it going to impress people? For me, I just think of like kind of the janky plastic character. And what? I can't hear you. Oh, yeah, I guess you couldn't walk down the stairs. I did. I did it. Quite often, what? What? So we're renovating the basement, and yesterday my contractor friend Shay walked in and scared the absolute shit out of me. Just walked into the frame. I'm like live streaming, but anyways, my daughter was yelling at me down the stairs. Open the door! Open the door! But I can't hear a thing. I've got noise canceling in-ear monitors. I use those and I missed the message from YouTube. Ultimate One says any pin Carl made would have sold out. Yeah, I think that is a good point too. Like Dustin Echoes Above talked about, a great selling. I think Dustin was, selling himself on it, but above Dustin said, Winchester FOMO for me was 1, Carl D'Angelo, 2, videos of machine playfield play, 3, audio and faith in Jeff from Dirty Pool. Absolutely. 4, quality of Dune. 5, passion and customer support at Barrels. 6, scarcity and ability to flip. I think those are great selling points. And I feel like Dustin's talked himself into it too. But anyways, keep the chat rolling. I'm going to play some more pinball. It's been a while. But I love the chat, guys. I do. It's an important part of this. So keeps it interesting, engaging.
The fearless and formidable Anne Darrow embarks on the adventure of a lifetime. The shadowy and mysterious
Also, if you're interested in shorts and reels and stuff from my streams,
hospitality.
they all get posted on
King Kong, Myth
YouTube,
of Terror Island.
and they're
Brought
cut.
to you by
They're cut with
Sternpinball.
images over them too. So all the stuff we talk about in the chat is all in a concise factor in the shorts area of my lives on YouTube. I'm trying to build my YouTube base as well, so do subscribe over there. Also, Facebook follows help because that's where I announce what games we play each day. And lastly, to self-show, join us in the Discord. Consider that subscription. Let's play some King Kong. Oop. He's stepping on my tail.
Flag is lit. Shoot the train.
See you later, Papa Guy. Thanks for hopping in the active chat today. Appreciate it.
Spell King Kong to battle T-Rex.
Marte, yo, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Let's add you in. Today we've been doing a little more chatting than gameplay, but why not? Right?
Use the gas bomb. Shoot the lit cipher. We need to decode this cipher. Look out!
So close. One more piece.
Keep back. Shoot the lit target. Time at it. Wrong letter collected. I.
I didn't let the flipper back in time to get the ball in the cave.
Bingo. There's your treasure. Ball two.
Yeah, Busted Chops, me too. I don't like the chat. I love the chat. It is a good crew. Lots of good perspectives and opinions. I think it's healthy. So, well, Documengineer asked about the Mando movie coming out next year. Do you think demand or street value for Mando will go up? I don't think it will, because even with the new Stranger Things, you didn't see them flying off the shelves because of it. Here we go. Into the
What
cave.
is that? A dinosaur? Saddle up. Treasure hunt. Follow the gold arrows.
Ah, it's not what I was aiming
What
for.
is this place? Careful! Don't move!
Oh, nice. Wasn't really what I was even trying to do.
We're losing valuable footage and dollars, folks.
Ah! Close to that shot.
Blizzard multi-ball.
Welcome in, Otis. Otis.
You would make great boots.
Otis Rotis.
Target for double scoring.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Con letter selected.
Missed my gold shot.
Double scoring.
All right, hit the gold shot. Now you have to get up the center. Oof.
Look out!
All 3 locked.
Not bad, Otis. 5 for 8 in league night at pinball. Good work.
Con letter collected.
All at it.
I think you may want to look at that.
Con letter collected.
Wow, you're not as bad as I thought.
Oof. Dang. Womp womp. One thing for the people in the chat, I might start my streams a little earlier. Like try to actually hit 8 o'clock or 7:30 my time. Because I can't be going to work at 11:30 my time. So might start to be doing that a little bit more often, but and robot adjacent with the follower shilling. Yeah, I might start a little earlier, or just not every day, but like some days I might just start earlier. So even if the schedule says 8:15, I might already be live at 7:45 or 7:30 my time, Pacific, whatever that time is for you. Just for this shift, this stream.
Super skill shot.
Here. What did you say? Okay, I was just reminded I have a school conference this morning, so unfortunately going to end early, but I'm on ball 3 anyway, so
That did it.
Shoot the treasure target.
hop in the Discord.
Deadeye.
Well, I'll do my Deadeye and then I'll
Grab
go.
the plunger and fire. Nice job. River is lit for jackpot. Deadeye jackpot.
8, replay. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh man, I'm having a not bad game, but I do have to go. Shoot.
Where's the visitor center?
Yeah, I got to go to the principal's office, is right. But it was a great session today. Loved hanging out in the chat. I will see you guys later today if you're on for the afternoon stream. But what else? Have to like shut down quickly and get off to this parent-teacher conference that, let's be honest, I forgot about. Mr. Enhancement, new follower, have lurked for a bit, had to wait the 10 minutes to chat, but Big The Walking Dead fan. Well, that's good. You'll probably enjoy newer pinball fans, so not many nearby you. But, well, that's cool. That's cool. I hope it delivers The Walking Dead remaster. But for yeah, I have to make the quick exit. Thank you all for joining in the stream today. Check out the Facebooks and all the things. And I will see you at the same time, same place, each day, twice a day. And look forward on YouTube. Head over and subscribe. I do have a couple videos coming out in the next couple days. Interviews from Expo. So